Allow me to welcome you all to the shoutiest segment on a multitude of Irish platforms. It is the splendido, scintillating, stupefying, crappy quiz. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done this. Every Friday / Thursday afternoon, we pit three of Team Off the Ball up against each other in our quiz of sporting factoids at the end of the week. Allow me to welcome tonight's contestants. Our first contestant tonight is just back after his sojourn in Paris. He's turned into a proper Frenchman. Just like the French, he's taken up drinking espressos at midnight. Just like the French, he only listens to accordion music now. And just like the French, he's now a bit of a prick. Bonjour, la bête de Ballyonus. Nathan Dog Murphy.
Bonjour.
That's clearly inaccurate. He's now clearly a prick.
Hey. You're saying I always had a bit of French blood in me.
In the middle seat tonight is a man who we've compared to Aaron Mooy previously.
Moy. Oh no. Aaron Mooy.
It was my French accent.
Oh wow.
Aaron Moy.
Look at Sheehan. He's never been happier. He's never been
Aaron
happier.
Mooy.
It's like, so who is this dude?
Aaron Mooy?
Yeah.
Brighton.
Huddersfield.
Huddersfield. The shame.
Well, at least you're not a Premier League.
How are you pronouncing it?
Moy. Plays for Huddersfield, and he's
Looks
got
just
no,
like
he's got no hair. Actually inspired a conversation between myself and Richie McCormack about a bald 11.
All right.
So he actually didn't make the bald 11, Aaron Moy. Like Fiali's in there.
So it's like an archetype.
Who's in goal?
Like
Tim Howard?
we actually went for Brad Friedel. Brad Friedel.
Barthez.
No. Comes off his line too much.
Barthez is way better than Brad Friedel. This is a Liverpool fan. Oh, sorry. This is fans of a certain team. Let me finish the perfectly crafted intro. We could also compare him to Bruce Willis, to Patrick Stewart, to Andre Agassi. You get the picture. But we never asked what he was like before he ditched the hair. Did he have a toupee like Agassi? Did he used to wear flashy headbands like the tennis great? I guess we'll never know. Food for thought for everyone out there as we welcome Burly Phil Egan.
Thank you.
Oh, you've taken the Burly. He's passing on the Dave McIntyre mantle.
A lot of pressure there.
I mean, there is.
You're wearing a very long shirt for somebody who's trying to take off the...
Schoolboy hour here.
Lads, it's sun's out, guns out. The sun's gone now.
Our final contestant tonight has the Domino's ordered, the Ben & Jerry's freezing, and the Bud Light on ice. He's all set for the big fight this Saturday night, which will prove to be his highlight of the year, maybe even his life. That's right, he's bringing all that food down to the footpath outside Alfredo's Takeaway in Athlone to watch Westmeath natives kick the shit out of each other after Karma nightclub wraps up. Give a warm welcome to our bloodthirsty animal, Adrian. Who's your daddy, Barry?
Interesting fact. When I say interesting, I mean totally uninteresting. I've never been to Karma nightclub. I heard the lads discussing it last week. Yeah. Phil has been there several times. Have you?
Have you?
Yeah.
What the hell were you doing in the Midlands nightclub?
I lived in the Midlands
Karma
for a
has
couple of
been
years.
in Athlone for about 20 years at this stage.
So
I was about...
Which one is Karma? The one at the bottom? Like
I think I was at 21st
Wales
there and things like that.
from Galway, you would travel over for the night.
Yes, the one you're thinking of,
Bozos.
It's like
Bozos, which
50
is now-
minutes away.
Which was
I
cute.
forget how grim our lives were in our late teens, early 20s.
Yeah, but also you would sometimes you would travel any distance here of a Saturday night if
just to get the shift.
Karma wasn't when Karma came in after I left it. So that,
What about the chipper? I've got to
It's not Alfredo's. I don't know where that is.
Genoa's,
The Genoa, yeah. The Genoa all day long.
Why don't they call it Genoa?
I was just going to ask that.
Like normal people.
That's an excellent point. But you know the way something you just, when you're a kid, you just, it's the Genoa. So.
Yeah, but it isn't. As ever, the format's...
Genoa Derby.
a penalty shootout in Genoa.
The format's a classic crappy quiz, 4 questions each after 4 ends, the trivia equivalent of a wet evening in Stoke, aka the rapid fire end. You can podcast the crappy quiz on iTunes, Stitcher, Audio Boom, Podcast Addict, or offthewall.com. Give us 5 out of 5, even if that doesn't represent your actual opinion. Please send any questions you have via postcard to Crappy Quiz Quizmaster, Off the Wall Towers, Marconi House, Diggs Lane, Dublin 2. We did get post this week. No, we didn't get post this week. The script is wrong.
That was after last week's entire quiz was just post.
Round 1. The boring question round, never multiple choice. Ooh, a golf question for Nathan. Name the only unbeaten golfer not named Francesco Molinari at this year's Ryder Cup. It's obviously easy if you're at the Ryder Cup and reporting on it. Sending home lots and lots of video.
Oof.
Oh, I know the answer.
What was the question?
The only unbeaten golfer.
No, actually I don't.
Shit. That's a good question.
Come on now.
No.
Come on now. Come on.
time violation.
Yeah, come on, wrap it up.
5,
4,
wrong.
3,
Say
2, 1.
Sergio Garcia.
I was going to say Torbjorn Olsen, but
No,
I'm pretty
he
sure.
lost.
And then I was going to Phil Mickelson.
No, Mickelson was a disaster.
Beaten on
Shocker on Friday. Yeah.
Henrik Stenson. 3 points.
Yeah, 3 from
How could you forget Henrik Stenson? I mean, one of the most memorable. I have no clue what he looks like.
The
Golfers
Iceman.
and
I don't know what
The
Henrik
Iceman.
Stenson looks like.
Henrik could be sitting beside me now, and I'd be like,
go
what
out
do you
with
do?
that.
Question 1 for you, Phil. If Eddie Howe is the youngest manager in the Premier League, who is the second youngest?
That's a stinger. It should be who is the oldest.
That's a shitty question.
Marco Silva?
Hey! 41 years old. Howe is 40. Are you, can you ream off the rest in order?
No, because I was thinking when you said youngest, I was like, he's definitely going to ask oldest. It's like Roy Hodgson. But oldest, no. What age is Espirito Santo? He's probably mid-40s.
Don't know.
If he was in the Porto team that won the Champions, the squad that won the Champions.
Okay, Phil, we get it. You know,
44,
we know what you're talking about. We get it.
And is there anybody close in age to Hodgson?
The next oldest.
Pellegrini close?
He's 60.
Is he only 60?
Early 60s.
Pellegrini could be any age between 60 and 90, and you'd be like,
He had
yeah,
a birthday
that's
recent
right.
enough, actually.
Oh, jeez.
Question 1 for you, Adrian. It's it's Munster against Leinster this weekend. Can you tell me how many points Leinster scored against Munster in the Heineken Cup semi-final in 2009, which may have been the greatest day of Leinster's history? Obviously not. Until their most recent.
Well, no, that wasn't
14.
the greatest day in their history. That just made them the greatest team of all time in any sport.
Bonus point if you can tell me how many Munster scored. What was the score in the 2009 Heineken Cup semi-final for a bonus point? Just give me the Leinster score for a single point.
I'm going to say, I'll give you the full score here. I'm going to say it was.
This is tricky.
That is tricky. It's compared to the questions he got. But
He
anyway,
did get a question about an event he was just covering professionally.
Yeah.
Just last week. This is a question from a decade ago.
But Adrian's a true blue. Since
Well, he lives
2009.
in
That was the
Athlone.
day he became a true blue.
He could actually be a
Four
Conor
months
fan.
of that day.
No, he's very much Leinster.
Could be a Conor fan if you want.
Jane Jennings is hero. Had posters up on the wall.
I lived on the Roscommon side of Athlone.
Did you?
The people around me weren't. They didn't want to refer to it as the
Two.
Roscommon side.
28-12.
25-6.
I don't know. I care.
25-6. Round 2 is the Anagrams round. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate Anagrams, I have to say. But anyway, this is the Anagrams round, backed by popular demand for only its second ever crappy quiz renewal. I didn't do the first one because if I did, I wouldn't nix this one. Anyway, in the round, we'll give you a phrase. All you've got to do is unscramble the phrase to find a sportsman's name. Which Gaelic footballer's name can be found by unscrambling the phrase a real kick ninny?
Say that again.
A real kick ninny.
Kieran Kilkenny.
Correct.
Oh, fair play.
Question 2 for
You're
you.
delighted for me.
I really am.
Question 2 for you, Phil. Which legendary sportsman's name can be found by unscrambling the phrase weirdo togs?
Tiger Woods.
Correct.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Question 2 for you, Adrian. Which Premier League striker's name can be found by unscrambling the phrase gooey or surge?
How do you spell that?
A-G-O-O.
Sergio Aguero.
Hey.
Who are your search?
That's the worst round there's ever been.
I was so excited for that round and it was shit.
You all got what are you telling me? You all got points. I mean, I'm surprised.
It's going to be a
was-
visual round.
Yeah, a gooey surge in visual form. No thanks. What the fuck do you know about this go around? Ahead of UFC 229 on Saturday night. This round will test your knowledge on how much you actually know about the fighting career of one Conor McGregor. Question 3 for you, Nathan. Name anyone not named Nate Diaz
I was literally going to say Nate Diaz. What the question was.
who has beaten Conor McGregor in an MMA bout. This is pretty easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
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 Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a famous name here.
Yeah.
Ronda.
Come on.
At any stage in his MMA
Yeah.
career.
In an MMA bout, so not the UFC
I know, Paddy
necessarily. No. Joseph Duffy, or Artemij Sitenkov. Didn't know that one.
I didn't know that one.
Question 3 for you, Phil. Who did Conor McGregor beat in his only UFC fight in Ireland?
Diego Brando.
Come on, he was sitting there, front row.
I actually was.
No, imagine being at an event and we don't know the answer to it. Like, it's insane.
Adrian, for you, who is an expert on all things Conor McGregor, what is Conor McGregor's middle name? Hint, it's not Notorious.
Anthony.
Bullshit.
Boom! Get in!
Obvious.
Get in!
Come on. His father is Tony.
Yeah.
Coinage. Let's have it.
Is that how you...
Absolutely.
All right, wow.
That was a good one.
I mean, I think you've just exposed yourself as the biggest Conor McGregor fanboy on earth.
I'm okay with that, though.
Well, I have no idea the scores.
I'm ahead.
I know. I'm 100%.
1,
yeah.
3, 2. Phil's on 3.
I'm
3,
on
2, 1.
Yeah.
3, 2,
Nathan miles behind. Okay. This is the fun free magic number round. Contestants get 3 points for getting the number correct. Nobody manages that. The nearest contestant who doesn't go bust gets 2 points. The second closest gets a point. I'm going to have to state we can only accept the answer written on your paper. I'm also going to have to ask for your pens once the music ends. This week's fun free magic number round comes via listener Paul Fitzsimons. Good man, Paul. No, that's also last week's script. Jesus Christ! But fair play to you. Fair play to you, Paul. Giving you credit 2 weeks in a row. These questions actually came from Owen Sheehan. If you don't mind, give us the following number. The number of Champions League titles that Lionel Messi has. Plus the number of UFC fights. You're going to do this? Nathan's like,
Sorry, what's going on? What was that question?
How many Champions League titles does Lionel Messi have? Yeah, what were you thinking about?
Sorry.
Go on.
I don't know. I'm thinking about golf tomorrow.
The number of UFC fights Khabib Nurmagomedov has lost. Plus the number of tries Munster scored against Ulster in the Pro 14 last week. Plus the number of points separating Man United and Man City in the Premier League right now. Your 30 seconds expires when Frank Sinatra sings Bright Shiny Beads. Can someone turn the TV on, please? No, not you at home.
What's the first question?
Number of Champions League titles Leo Messi has, the lasted 4 times. Plus the number of UFC fights Khabib has lost. Plus the number of tries Munster have scored against Ulster in the Pro 14 last week. Holy shit, it was that many. Plus the number of points separating Man United and Man City in the Premier League right now. How many points ahead are Man City and Man United? Okay, answers written down, pens down. Pens down, pens down. What have you got? 22. Not bust. What have you got?
17.
Not bust.
18.
Not bust. 22 is correct.
Whoa!
Yes!
Nathan's back in the game. What have you got?
18, so I'm second.
You're second, so you get a point.
I changed my answer, so thanks, Jared. Just after you said, God, was it that many? I changed my Munster tries answer, so
What did you
that
get?
put me beyond you, Phil. I went for 5.
What? So 5, no, it's 9. The number of Champions League titles that Leo Messi has?
4.
Correct. 06, 09, 11 and 15.
I had 4 and then I was...
You can't help feeling it's an underachievement.
I had him down for 5, so I mean, absolutely.
But like, he's the greatest footballer of all time and they've only won 4 Champions Leagues.
Playing in one of the best teams of all time.
With one of the best managers and one of the best systems. Like, it's mad that they have like...
Yeah, but it's probably one of the toughest competitions to win, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, Ronaldo has 4. Like... Plus the number of UFC fights Khabib has lost?
0.
0.
1.
The number of tries Munster scored against Ulster in the Pro 14 last week?
9, I'd say, is it?
9 is the correct answer.
Yeah.
And the number of points separating Man United and Man City in the Premier League? 9 points.
7.
So Nathan is on 4, Phil is on 3, and Adrian's on?
3.
Wow, that was a
How many
3.
points did you get for second?
big change there.
1.
Yeah, there's 3 and 1, yeah. Adrian came second, yeah. Owen's learning the rules of the quiz that he's been
good.
writing for 3 years.
I presume the rapid fire round is sent in by Paul, is it?
On to the final round tonight. The round is going to be separating the men from the boys. The Tommy Fleetwoods from the Tommy Rooneys. Oh, it's the no theme in particular, ridiculously easy rapid fire round. The score you get in this round is going to be out of your score. In the previous round, there'll be 40 seconds for everybody to answer for the same set of questions. They're going to start with the person with the highest number of points, and on to the person in second, and on to the person blah, blah, blah.
But how does that work?
What?
We're on the same points.
If it is Phil versus
Look at him.
Adrian.
Just like making it up as he goes.
How does that one work?
Adrian gets to go.
It's predetermined. Flick of the coin.
Yeah.
As Owen says.
Could have at least said alphabetical order. I would have accepted that.
If you get a question correct, I will ask you another question, and I will keep asking you questions until you get one wrong. Once you get a question wrong, I will move on to the next person, and your
Hopefully
incorrect
you get a few
answer also
random
means the
questions.
deduction of a single point. Your time begins with the Kenny Cunningham. I don't know whether it was a vegetable or just specifically a cabbage.
I don't know whether it was a vegetable or just specifically a cabbage.
Who did Rory McIlroy face in this year's Ryder Cup singles?
Justin Thomas.
Name Sean Cavanagh's club.
Moy.
Who scored Napoli's winner against Liverpool on Wednesday?
Insigne.
In what city did the 2002 World Cup final take place?
Yokohama.
Who lost the Rugby Champions Cup final last season?
Toulon.
Racing. Name the manager sacked by Aston Villa this week.
Steve Bruce.
Karabag are a football club based in what country?
Latvia.
Azerbaijan. Name this year's Masters champion, Phil.
Patrick Reed.
Correct. What club does Conor Lahan play for?
Glen Rovers.
Middleton. Who knocked Ireland out of the last Rugby World Cup?
Don't care.
Argentina. In what country is Bernardo Silva from, Adrian?
Brazil.
Portugal. In what city would you find the River Plate Club?
Buenos Aires.
Correct.
Goodbye. A cruise.
6-4. 6-4. Not that close. You don't care. You don't know. It's not a good one.
Gigi, we're looking to get past that. Justin Thomas.
Who knocked Ireland out of the last Rugby World Cup?
I was up against, I should remember, Argentina.
Correct.
The general pattern
Turns out.
I don't think I've been
act.
I think I've ever been
Shows how
sent
hard
to.
you're working.
Exactly.
A particularly crappy version of the crappy quiz. It always is when Nathan wins without any controversy, you know. It's too easy. It's too easy.
There was a good. You got once you got past Justin Thomas, you got an easier run of questions.
Well, I think the Justin Thomas thing, I mean, was there not like 25 seconds where he was allowed to answer that?
Yeah, he should be disqualified.
Should there not be a... Should there not be... All right. I'm getting told he's okay. Winner all right.
Thank you.
That is your crappy quiz. If you missed it when we streamed it live, well, then you should get onto all of our social channels and follow us. Facebook.com/offtheball. Hit the subscribe button. Same on YouTube and the same on Twitter. Turn on your notifications. We'll be right back after these.